and the Black Stars of Ghana. A little bit of an update from their camp. On Wednesday night, there was a send-off party. As you know, Ghana didn't get a traditional send-off like many of the countries have had from their countries. Usually in previous World Cups, we'll play a friendly match here at home, and everybody would go wish the team well, or they would go to the presidency, meet the president over dinner, and they flag them off, and then they'll go off to the tournament. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to do that for the team this time around, um, because of the time that the season ended. It was just, according to the GFA and the minister, it was just a bit too complicated. They could have come back after the Wales game, to organize something like that before flying back to the US. But again, it's a money issue. They simply didn't put enough money together to charter a plane to bring them back for a send off and then take them back to the US. They thought it was too much back and forth. So they just decided that after the Wales game, they would go straight to the United States to camp there. And as you may have heard from previous reports, that Ghana will also be camping at Bryant University in Rhode Island. But in the last few days, in the last week since they've been to the US, they have been camping in Virginia. And a lot of you have also been asking questions. So here's the answer. Ghana didn't want to go straight to Rhode Island and stay there for 2 weeks before the start of the tournament, then continue to stay there for the rest of the duration of the tournament as well, because then players can get a little bit bored of the environment. And so they decided to go to Virginia first for the first week of their 2 weeks pre-camp, and then spend the last week in Rhode Island just ahead of the first game against Panama. So from Wednesday, when they left to the United States, up until now, they've been in Virginia. And even in Virginia, they've changed training grounds. When they first went for the first 3 training sessions, they held it at the American University, uh, training pitch. But after 3 training sessions, 3 days, the coach said that the place was a little bit too public, and it left them exposed, and spies and scouts to come and see what they're doing. So they requested for a change. So then they now went to the DC United training ground, which is located just outside of the city in a more secluded area. So it's become more difficult for anybody who has no business at that training camp to go there. So for the past 2 days, the team has been training at the DC United, the MLS club's training ground, which is more private in that sense. And last night, which is Wednesday night, they held a little dinner for the team, and that was organized by the Diaspora Affairs office, and Cuba, Denta, Martin, a key influencer of that. But it wasn't a free event. People actually bought tickets. I saw there was a ballroom admission ticket for like $325, and you could pay just over $100 as well if you wanted to just go and stand outside in the fan zone and wait for the players, or wave at the players and cheer them on and what have you. So they did that on Wednesday night, as some sort of a send off. And the reason is that the team is leaving Virginia on Friday to go to Rhode Island, where they will be permanently stationed during the World Cup. So they will live in Rhode Island, train at the Bryant University, and then they'll be flying to Canada for the games, and fly to and go to Boston for the game, and then go to Philadelphia for the game. I think once they get to Rhode Island, the game is on Wednesday, so they'll probably leave to Canada on the Monday to go and prepare there for 2 days, play the game, then come back to Rhode Island and stay there, then play the game against England in Boston. Rhode Island and Boston share borders, so it's easier for them to get to Foxborough. Foxborough is actually where the stadium is. It's much closer to the Bryant University in Rhode Island than it is to the city of Boston itself. So they're very close to the stadium. So for that, it's just like a short drive to the stadium to play that game, and then on the 27th they will go to Philly to play against Croatia as well. So that is it. So if you see that they're camping in Virginia and you were wondering why are they here, I thought they were camping in Rhode Island, Bryant University. This is the reason. They just didn't want to bore the players out with the same environment for 2 weeks. Then the tournament also starts another 2 weeks. It can get a little bit too boring. So those change of environments are good to keep them constantly motivated, not familiarize themselves with too many friends always coming to visit because they know that they are there for a long time. Sometimes those things can affect the discipline in camp, and these changes of environment is good for the team. So that's why that's been happening. The other thing I can say is that, guys, we know that Ghana always shows up at different tournaments with a fashion statement. We saw the pictures when they landed in Cote d'Ivoire for the AFCON in 2023. We saw the pictures when they went to the World Cup in Qatar, when they donned the figu and everything. I can tell you that there will be another one when they land in Rhode Island, their official camp, on Friday. I've been told that they're preparing really nice outfits for them to arrive in on Friday. So, guys, look forward to that. I can't wait, and I can't tell you what they're wearing. What I know for sure is that they will wear something iconic when they arrive at their camp. So we're all looking forward to those arrival videos in Rhode Island when they eventually get there on Friday. That should be really exciting. So I'm kind of, I really can't wait to see that happen there. So that's just that by way of update from the Black Stars camp. Now it's obvious that there will be no more friendly matches before we take on Panama next Wednesday. And so there's really not much else to report. Everybody else is healthy, no injuries from training whatsoever, and things appear to be moving smoothly. Don't forget, guys, if you made it to the end of the video, please do subscribe.